All right, so today we're going to use Kahoot and kind of change the way that we talk. And I'm hoping I can inspire people to change the way that we do talks at these conferences since we make games, maybe gamify it a little bit. Sorry if you hate that word. I'm going to touch lightly on how to get ready to get published in the mobile world. And later at 4 p.m., you can listen to Mika do his talk from Tilting Point about a deeper dive on publishing as well. So, first off, I hear someone's sound already there. I need you to get online, use your phones, don't check your emails or your messengers, but download Kahoot if you haven't already, and then enter the game pin that's on this far screen, and then pick a public name that will be displayed here and it also be displayed in the results. And if you want the results later, I'll definitely share those with you. Meanwhile, while you do that, I'll talk about myself. So I'm the CRO, Chief Revenue Officer at Boombit. Boombit is a mobile game developer and also now a publisher. We started in 2014 building games, one-touch mobile arcade games that had a real-time multiplayer. Last year, we switched to more IP-focused games. One of our games, Build a Bridge, won Most Innovative Game by Google Play for 2017. We also co-deved with Cheetah Mobile Dancing Line. So Dancing Line now has around 3 million DAU, and it's been live for over 18 months. So we have tons of games. We also, on a side note, have other developer accounts that we've invested in, like Play With Games, all those parking and driving simulation games, MindSense for premium games, and go Jan, and Pixel Mob for free-to-play publishing. Okay, so a little bit about me, because I think you guys are still downloading and still putting in that code. I see about 4 names up there. We need more. So about myself, I actually never graduated college. I decided to leave and go west and go to San Francisco and work for CNET Networks in 1999. And I lied to them. I told them I graduated so I can get in. So there I worked at the yield management department next to people who definitely graduated college, who had MBAs in mathematics and things to do what we call today business intelligence. Back then we were trying to define inventory in the web space or this virtual space and what that inventory would look like and whatnot. From there I worked at an in-game advertising company. Oh, sorry. CNET hired me at GameSpot and all the games and entertainment divisions, so TV.com, MP3.com, and whatnot, to run their ad operations for a few years. There we doubled our revenue every quarter because we had an awesome team in 2004 to 2006. I was on the IAB board for in-game advertising, defining what in-game advertising really means, how you measure that space and whatnot. If you just arrived, please follow these instructions. And then I also worked at RockU and YouTube. At YouTube, I helped them build out a new monetization structure, consulting for them for a year and building out this program for them worldwide. So I got to meet all their business development people, all their lawyers. I had approved contracts globally, so I read through tons of contracts through YouTube and learned more about how to do that and what needs to be in there. At RockU, I ran like 7 departments, whatever, but and worked with Facebook games, basically Facebook Canvas games. Chartboost, I led the developer relations team in the US and then moved over to Amsterdam and helped build out the office in Amsterdam, where I met Boombit, or Play With Games at the time. And they were awesome. They were doing something very different. It wasn't the pedigree that I kind of grew up in, but it was, what they did was just phenomenal, and then we still do phenomenal things today. So I think they're like the longest company that I'm getting there for the company I like to work with and stay with. Recently, I've become a indie game judge at Casual Connect and also their advisor. And I was asked to talk at the Milken Institute Global Conference, which I had no idea what the heck it was when I was asked to do it. And then I realized that I was going to talk next to Al Gore, Tom Brady, Elon Musk, all these global leaders around the world, the Vice President of the United States, to talk about gaming and how gaming has entered the mainstream. So there we talked about how games in 2018 are projected to make $180 billion. 51% of that revenue is coming from mobile. and that's a 25% growth year from 2017 to 2018 for mobile alone. So pretty staggering stuff. We're in a fun division, right? And it looks like we're all here. Anyone not in the game? No? Okay, let's go. Oops. Why isn't this moving? Okay. So we're going to answer some questions first. This is a survey. The first game is a survey, and so everyone just pick the answer that makes more sense to you. It is time-based, so you do have to answer within a certain set of time. And again, I will share the results later. Okay. So let's start. First question is, which is most important to have when signing with a publisher? A great game, above average retention metrics, a lawyer, research on your future publishing partner. You got 9 seconds to pick an answer. Oh, sorry, 45 seconds. Someone, last person to answer. All right, it looks like everyone's pretty much answered. All right, most of you picked a great game. Yes, you definitely have to have a great game. You definitely have to have all 4 things, so it's a poll. It's fine. You definitely need a lawyer, too, if you're going to publish. So, which is most important in making a great game? Make it fun. The art and music is most important. Making money, or the FTUI, the first-time user experience. What to you is most important in making a great game? I see some inquisitive eyes. Everyone pick. Awesome. All right, most of you picked make it fun. Yeah, please. But you do need all the other things as well. So there are nowadays about 1,000 games uploaded each day on Apple. So your game has to be definitely fun. And fun today doesn't just mean like a fun core loop. It also means like you need a metagame. So metagames aren't like just segmented for like for strategy and action games, but every game pretty much has a metagame like Playrix. So I will really follow them and see what they're doing. And also on top of that, because of the ADHD, you want to keep them involved, so you need live ops. And I think you guys kind of know all this stuff, right? But I just want to highlight these 4 kind of pillars. You need great art. So people really care about what they're looking at, but you can't make art that will crash the game, of course. So it has to fit the game and it has to not hurt performance. And also somehow you're going to have to figure out how to make marketing materials that are kick-ass and people will click and go do the action that you want them to do, which is install and play the game. So next, you got to shit gold, right? So you got to make money. The sad part of these free-to-play games, you have to figure out how to make money, get a balanced economy. You need that money for UA or for your soft launch at least to see if your game is really catching on, if it's working, and throw a little bit of money on it. Throw more if you have it, of course, but we're talking about publishing, so I'm assuming you need more money from the publisher to do that. Lastly, and again, there's thousands of things that you have to think about, but just these 4. Lastly is your FTUI, your first-time user experience. If it sucks, no one wants to play that awesome game you made. So make that FTUI really easy, quick, and get them in the door, teach them how to play this game, and then have a higher retention. So one company that does a really great FTUI is Clash Royale Supercell. We all know them. They're awesome. And get ready to answer another question. Which retention day do you pay most attention to? Is it day 1, day 7, day 14, or day 30? And I hope you're capturing your retention. All right, we've got 16 answers, great. So most of you said day 7. That's awesome. I would pay attention to all of them, but in the case that we want to talk about making money, we need to really focus on day 30. Obviously, again, if you've got day 30 you've got retention. If you're like Supercell or Playrix and have about hovering around 10% day 30 retention, you're making money. You've captured the whales. You've got their attention. They've got them to come back and pay. So thanks to priority data, like we can actually see this information about our competitors, and find the ones that fit your genre and your needs, and definitely look up what they're doing. All right. So now you have a baseline of your game. It's awesome. You've got retaining users. Some of your metrics, who you're going to go with for publishing and signing a deal with. So here comes another question. You guys get ready. Which is most important to me when publishing for a publishing partner, when shopping for a publishing partner? The people, the upfront money, the access to data, or the tools that they use? What's most important to you, not me, when shopping? You guys are getting quicker at answering. It's a good thing because the game will later understand how fast you click that button. Got 2 more people to answer. 1. All right. The people, awesome. Yeah, it's a publishing partner. Obviously they're a publisher. They've got the things that you pretty much need. You're about to, let me go over here. You're about to basically buy your first home, and hopefully it's your first yacht. So you really want to know the people that you're going to work with. You want to know what they've done, who are they, if you like to work with them, and then you can communicate back with them and whatnot. So that to me is really important. I'm glad you guys agree-ish. And then you have to decide whether you want more of an ad-driven model like Voodoo or Ketchup, or more of a AAA giant like EA, Ubisoft or Wargaming, and then or somebody in between, Boombit. And then 2, I would definitely ask before signing to meet the people that you're going to work with on a daily basis, so that you can have that rapport and actually know who they are. 3, you should ask for transparency. So like you can see your data. It's your game. You should be able to see your data and learn from that data and learn from your publishing partner. Cool. And hopefully you guys are going to make another game later with that partner. All right. So get ready for this next question. So you're ready to sign. Which do you need to pay most attention to in the agreement? The indemnification clause, the net revenue definition and payment terms, the renewal and termination terms, how much is spent on user acquisition? Which to you is most important? Totally up to you. Again, all are important. The whole entire term sheet's important, yes. Oh. How the heck do you remember that? Oh. Yeah, this is a hard question, but you're going to sign a term sheet. You're going to sign an agreement with somebody for like the next couple years of your life. So really understand the words that are in there. You don't have to be a lawyer, but you should definitely be able to read your agreement and kind of understand what's going on. I can't touch on everything here, but this is like, again, some of the highlights, some of the key points I think that you guys should pay attention to. Yes, we want money. I figured you guys would pick that the most, and how you're going to get paid. So, again, you should have a lawyer. But again, you should read your documents. Indemnification. What that really means is that it's in the dictionary, means a sum of money paid in compensation for loss or injury. And it's usually in your agreement next to liability. So the indemnification clause and liability clause basically says to you that if there's no money involved, it basically says that anything that your publisher has done in the past will not affect you going forward. And anything that you have done in the past does not affect the publisher going forward. So it's a good thing to have in the agreement. I've had a few developers not want to have it in there. It's not to make anything bad for you. It's a good thing. It's your friend. So keep the indemnification clause in. Make sure it's written in a way that you like it. Next. So definitely read your net revenue. and read it very, very thoroughly. It should be pretty clear what costs are being deducted between the two of you. But that's just me. We want our money, and make sure that you get what you deserve. Your user acquisition is a moving target. So basically, user acquisition, as you know, it is a moving target. Things change all the time. So in an agreement, we can't say exactly how much money we're going to spend or how we're going to spend the money, because it is a moving target. And hopefully we're not spending a ton of money, because all of us want to make money, but we have to spend money to do it. So give your publisher the leverage to do that, to spend money, and to do what they know best, which is user acquisition. And that's probably why you sign up with them. So give them that leverage and let them make those decisions. And then understand how everyone gets paid so that we can pay you. So Apple pays all developers on a net 30-ish. Google Play pays on a net 15 days ish. And then ad networks can take their sweet time, and some of the bigger ones wait till they get paid before they pay us. So generally, on top of that, when we're spending money for user acquisition, we go through like kind of a fraud control and make sure this money was spent the way it was supposed to be. So that takes a little bit of time too. So you generally don't get paid until the net 60. Once that net 60 is over, you get paid every month. It's just a rolling net 60. Okay? Cool. Lastly, definitely read your termination clause, but don't skip over the renewal clause. I've seen contracts where it's put in some other location and your renewal is forever. So make sure you read that renewal clause and know like when it ends, if it ends or how it ends, and what happens to your sequels. Awesome. All right. Sweet. So hot off the press this week, are you ready for GDPR? Yes? No? What's GDPR? Almost ready? May 25th is a big day this Friday. Probably why this room is half filled. So just want to know what your answer is here for everyone to know how lovely it is. Oh, we got more players. Cool. You guys got in. All right. Yes. Good job. Good luck, you guys. I have no slide on this. I am not touching GDPR. I'm sorry. It's not what I intended to do. But I just wanted to get this poll in for you guys so that you can have the results and see how you're faring up compared to everyone else. Okay. We're going to play another game. We're actually going to play the game. And there's going to be a new code coming up on the screen in a second. So if you accidentally hit quit, you basically have to hit that little game pin button again, and you'll have to enter in your name again. If you didn't hit quit, it should refresh on your phone, and then you can put this new pin in there, and you should have your same nickname. Awesome. And just to remind you, your name is Jan. I know who that is. It's going to be on screen. It's going to be on the results. And you're liable to win Google Play or Apple TV. First prize gets to pick one or the other, or a t-shirt if they want. And then second prize picks whatever's remaining, and third gets probably a t-shirt. There's a medium and extra large, so just pick one of the two. All right, I think, let's see, we've got like everyone's in? Not yet? All right. There should be sound coming from this. Okay, so there we go. Everyone's in now? All right, this is the game. It is timed. Your answers are timed. So the quicker you answer correctly, you'll get a higher score. All right? Then I will read the question and I won't read off the answers. Okay? Ready? Go. So show me that you were listening. Which was not mentioned as part of a great game? Can you fix the sound on this? Can you fix the sound? Yeah, it's not playing. No, it's okay. It's not a big deal. All right. It had like fun Kahoot music going off, but it's not working. Yep, it's target audience. It was not mentioned as part of a great game. All right. Moria, nice number. You might be the winner here with that lucky number 777. Yeah. All right, ready? Next question. Get ready, go. What does fatui mean? Yeah, the quickness happy. Yeah, move on up, people. All right. Let's see. Moria, still up there. 1629. Good going. All right. You guys ready? Everyone seated? All right. Next question. Which retention metric can show potential whales? All right. Day 30. Awesome. Maria's still kicking ass. Benji's right there. Good job, Jan. You're disqualified. All right. Ready? Next question. In general, how many net days does it take Apple to pay developers? All these numbers. What the? Yeah. Somebody else is missing their answer. There we go. Yep. Net 30. Good job, Jan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, next question. Ready, set, go. Oh, wait, sorry. Maria. Pavel, good job. Which is not part of the metagame? Not part of the metagame. The core gameplay is not part of the metagame. Good job. Benji. Taking the lead. All right, ready? Next question. What's the best UA strategy? Tough question, huh? Remember, it's part of my speech, though. It's not an opinion. Yes, let the publisher decide. In my speech, Marworld. We'll help you get featured, don't worry. All right. Next question. Oh, sorry. Mario, back in the lead. Illusion, where did you come from? Awesome. All right, next question. Who is not a mobile game publisher? No longer a mobile game publisher. Kind of a trick question. I kind of gave you a clue. No longer. That would be Microsoft. Yes, good job, guys. All right, but who answered faster? Maria. All right. Couple more questions. About how many games are uploaded to Apple daily? Yep, 1,000 games. Sorry, guys, not apps. Maria, good going. Moria. I keep saying Maria. All right, next. Is the indemnification clause my friend? Quickly, answer. Yes, no, yes, no. All right, let's see who answered the fastest. Illusion. All right, next question. Get ready. Which is the projected 2018 share of all gaming revenue going to mobile this year? Something I talked about earlier in the speech. No, really? Mine's from Newzoo. No. How's that possible? Oh, they updated it? Okay. Well, it's the one I said. About listening to my presentation, not yours. 51%. What's a new number? What is it? 53? Yeah. Okay, so 51's kind of close. 55 could have been close. All right, Iluzon. Okay, last question. Just throwing this as a wrench for any tiebreakers. Which company did Kathee not help with monetization? Yep, Tapjoy. I never worked for Tapjoy. All right. Who is the winner? Benji! Oh. Benji, come pick a prize. Which of the 3 lovely gifts would you like? Good job, good job.
Laura, do you want the home thing?
Like t-shirt, man.
My girlfriend will show
Take the t-shirt. Are you serious?
I'm going to take the t-shirt because I would get killed if I bring either of those things home.
Why?
I'll take it.
Because my girlfriend would say, this thing is listening to you and we don't have a TV, so this is useless.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow. All right, go Benji.
I get told to get rid of it. So.
All right, 2 is Pavel?
Yes.
Oh, not you, Pavel. You're disqualified. You can't have a prize. You work for Boombit, dude. Moria, come on up. Pick a prize. No way, Pavel. Sorry.
Hello.
You can have a t-shirt. Pavel can have a t-shirt. Moria.
What should I do?
Whichever you want.
Hey, the Google thing is better.
Yeah, you can't get those in Poland. It was really hard to get.
Thank you.
Yeah. They're not typically sold in Poland. That's like illegal stuff right there. All right, Iluzon. Awesome. I'm sure you want this and not the t-shirt, right?
I don't have an Apple.
You don't have you don't have a TV?
No, I don't do Apple.
Oh, well, you re-gift. Good job.
Your birthday present for your mum is
All right, guys. Any questions for me? I don't know if we like ran through this really fast. We did. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. No questions? Cool.
I have a question from your perspective on the payout thing.
Oh, hold on. We need a mic.
So I have a question. Oh. I have a question on the payout thing. How do you think about providers like Moonshot Capital or Pollen who basically take a cut to speed up your revenue?
My personal thought about it? Well, if you don't want to go through a publisher and you can you want to self-publish and you need that money, then you need that money. So you could figure out a way to work with them and cut a deal that makes sense for you. Or you could borrow money from the bank or whatever, get some investment. But they're great ideas. I just wouldn't, as a developer and as a publisher, I wouldn't choose that route. But yeah.
And it's not interesting for publishers as well, just to be able to get that revenue much faster and do stuff with it? Or do publishers generally have enough money in the bank that they don't need to?
Yeah, because then we're also giving away money to them. Like, let's say they take a 15% cut or a 10% cut, whatever it might be. Then we lose that 10% or 15% that we don't have to lose. Hmm?
All right, so since we have time, I'll have a difficult one.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'd like to ask about ethics with regards to monetization in mobile games. One of the recent examples of what I would say as a bad model would be the new Harry Potter mobile game, which actually doesn't have any core gameplay. It's just timer after timer. and spend money to wait. And also other games where like the meta game becomes the core gameplay, and the core gameplay is just there to be there. Also with like practices like variable pricing based on user data, which would sometimes can go very far in hunting for the whales. So where do you see the shifting line between getting as much money as is agreeable and not providing an actual enjoyable experience?
Oh, well, I strongly believe in making a great game. So it has to be a fun, addictive game on its own without, trying to trick people to spend money. Though we have to make money, so we have to have really great business intelligence to try to figure out what triggers would be there for people to spend money on your game, and also what triggers would make people want to just play the game. I love trying to play games like Match 3s and not spend money. And that's fun for me because I'm that person. but so as far as like, meta games and the core loop kind of blending lines too, like I think that's kind of cool. We're now in a world where we're kind of mixing genres of games in one game. So I find that really fun and exciting too. I don't know about what other people want or need, but like that's the great thing about the App Store with its thousands of games going up every day. Like you can find a game that's really interesting for you. And some people really enjoy like spending money on games, and that's not like what I make. But as far as the Harry Potter kind of like, no core loop and just figure out a way to like get that money going, there's games out there for people everywhere. So, but for me personally, it's got to be a great game. It's got to be fun. And hopefully it's teaching people. So another thing about Build a Bridge, besides being like the most innovative game of 2017, which to me is also kind of funny because it's a bridge builder game. So like we've never seen those before, 2017, right? But the cool thing is a lot of teachers had sent us video clips of them using the game in school because it's done so well and it teaches people physics. So they were using it for physics class. So that's kind of things that we love to like see when we make a great game. It's not just about making that money, but making an experience that people want to take into school, into education, or into their lives. So hopefully that answers. Anyone else? Awesome, thank you. Thanks for playing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.